Can I just go back? I don't want to let this pass. In the second factor that you described in this, the political factor, you pointed back to the very fraught decade of the 1930s, and you said you had 4 democracies become or revert to autocracies because of the partisanship that became unworkable. They couldn't reconcile, and so they became autocratic. Is that a consistent principle?
You can look at it through Chinese dynasties, you can look at it through Rome, like who was in control, right? Plato wrote about this, I think it was like 350 BC, he wrote about the cycle in the Republic, in other words, democracies, and the challenge of democracies where you vote and so on, but then there's the wealth gaps and the rich gaps, and then who has the money, and then the not willing to vote, and then there's the power that
So partisanship becomes gridlock, becomes irreconcilable, just mess, and then that evolves by necessity into autocracy.
Right. When I'm no longer willing to accept that the system, the rule of the system, because everybody thinks it's rigged. Okay, is the Supreme Court, is it rigged because that partisan has more appointees and it won't be fair? And so I remember when the Supreme Court was kind of the Supreme Court, and we lived in at a time where we said the system is fair. The legal system, when you go in and you're convicted, okay, is the legal system fair? And so on, and then you believe in that system with its imperfections and so on. When that ceases to be the case, when the causes that people are behind are more important to them than the system is in jeopardy, right?
Yes. Of course, by definition, and all of this is relevant to where we are now. So tribalism, whether it's political or ethnic, but when people square off into tribes and they have no common ground and they have no hope of reconciling or compromising, then you're getting into the system.
And you see it's so interesting. It's like watching a movie over and over and over again, because then you see how it is. They make stereotypes of the other.
Right.
The stereotype of that personality, the stereotype of that type, whether it's an ethnic or economic or whatever it is. Oh, they're one of those, and I'm one of these. And now it becomes the stereotypes that are fighting. Right? So then you have to pick a side. I mean, one of 3 things. You have to pick a side and fight for it, or you keep your head down and hope you don't get shot or flee.
That's
throughout history. Yeah, and that's what's happening.